Hello, we have come back to simplifying fractions in subtraction. Here you are going to be given whole numbers and mixed numbers to deal with. So keep in mind how to borrow, because here we are going to be looking at borrowing with fractions in subtraction. So we have our number as 7 whole numbers, and the next number is 3 whole numbers, 2 out of 3. How do we subtract such a number? We have to subtract a number with fractions, both having the fractions. So we'll borrow from 7 here, we'll have 6. Then the number we have borrowed is going to be written here, but we consider the denominator, which is 3. So we'll write 3 out of 3. Because we borrowed 1 here, we want to make sure that the number we write is equal to 1. So 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1. Then we can go on and subtract. 3 minus 2, that is 1 out of 3. The denominator will not change. Then we have 6 minus 3, which is 3. So this is going to be our answer on this. Let's take a next example. We have 3 whole numbers, 1 out of 6. And this time we don't have a whole number, but we have a fraction, which we are subtracting with. Now, in this case, 1 minus 5 is impossible. So we will have to borrow from 3. It will remain 2. And then we cross the numerator, and then we add the denominator plus the numerator. You need to take careful attention on this. When we borrow from here, it was 3, we borrow 1, we put a 2. But since we have a numerator here, we'll cross it and then simply add the denominator plus the numerator. So 6 plus 1, that is going to be our 7. So it takes 7 minus 5, which is 2, out of 6. 6 will remain. Then 2 minus 0, this is like a 0. So we put our 2 here, but we need to reduce this answer. 2 whole numbers. Divide by 2, 1. Divide by 2, 3. This is going to be our new fraction that we have formed. Let's take another example 3, which is 9 whole numbers, 1 over 4, minus 3 out of 4. So this time we have our numerator as 1 minus 3, which is impossible. So we'll still borrow from the 9. We put 8. We borrow 1. But remember, the one we have borrowed goes as 4 over 4. We can also write 4 over 4, then plus 1 over 4. That will give us 5 over 4. But the easiest way is to cross the numerator, then add 4 plus 1 and get 5. Simply, why? Because the one we borrowed here, we borrowed 4 over 4. Then we add the fraction that we found there, which is 1 out of 4. Still, it will give us 5 out of 4. So it is easier to cross the numerator, add the denominator plus the numerator, and put 5 as you borrow. But this number has to be reduced by 1, so it becomes 8. Now we will go on and subtract. 5 minus 3, that is 2 out of 4. The 4 does not change. Then 8 minus 3, that's going to be 5. So this fraction will be reduced to 5, and then divide by 2, 1, divide by 2, 2. This is going to be our final answer. If you have any question, you can go in the comment section. I would love to answer any question concerning this lesson. Thank you.